Greetings, human who may be watching this video. I want to share some reflections and just shed my absolute gratitude about this this recent experience I had at the Wild Womban Immersion held by Ash and Dom. Wow, these women held such a potent container for the 11 of us who came and journeyed to Northern California with the intention of awakening the wild woman within, whatever that means for us. And we journeyed on different phases of our spiritual evolution. There were some sisters that were much deeper along the journey than others, and yet we all showed up with such presence and gratitude, and Ash and Dom just held this container of devotion and prayer and gratitude and ancestral connection, that it felt like service to the collective to deepen our work with ourselves. It didn't feel self-serving to go because sometimes I'm speaking from my own, psyche. Sometimes when I'm going into these spaces of meditation or retreat or, investing money to go and heal myself, I feel a little bit of the shame programming and guilt programming for like, oh, I don't know if I deserve this. And whatever, all those stories come up, because there are people that are suffering so deeply and all of these things. But as soon as I entered this container, and as soon as we started the opening ceremony, praying to the elements and praying to our ancestors and praying to all the women on earth that cannot speak their truth and sing and joyfully dance and showing up for them and doing the work of unlocking ourselves so we can continue to unlock others, I was like, oh, I deserve this, and so does every other sister and reflection out there. So first of all, I just want to say, like, so beautiful to receive that medicine. And yeah, it was like 4 days of the most the property, this gorgeous waterfall and flowing water, like the sacred waters, to have clean water and to know the privilege of that, and to get to pray to that water, and to get to yoni gaze with that water, and to get to massage each other with that water, and seeing sisters meet the water for the first time. Oh my gosh, I could go on for hours about every single detail of this immersion. Dancing and stomping and shaking and crying into the land and releasing the illusions that we've told ourselves and holding each other through it. Sacred plant ceremonies where we're like bravely showing up to confront our darkness and our fears and holding each other so deeply, and Dom's incredible musical vocal activation immersions where we were sitting in a 4-hour ceremony unlocking the shame of speaking our voice and hearing our voice express the ugly and the beautiful, and putting hands on each other and healing our voice and transmuting the invisible stagnations within our bodies, like just clearing through all of that. Oh my gosh. And then Mama Mary holding it down in the kitchen with the ancestral eating divine, really sacred animal medicine, and seeing that like a lot of the sisters have been on a vegan journey, as many people in the spiritual community have been, thinking that that's the most ethical, the most aligned with human nature, and seeing them slowly unpack that egoic identity and see that there is no bloodless diet, so let's nourish ourselves with this, like, just ancient medicine of a healthy cow or a healthy dairy or an egg. Like, oh, it just felt so good the whole time. And, you know, and there was just a lot of uncovering. There was prayer in every moment. There was realization and breakthrough, and realizing that we're so much farther along and so much more powerful than we ever thought. And that was my experience. I realized how much more needed it is for me to show up believing that we are worthy to do this work, rather than apologizing for it, recognizing my privilege to do this work, and unlocking other people's abilities to step into it with me, rather than apologizing and going, oh, I'm sorry that I'm taking this space. But no, being bigger invites everyone else to. And thank you, Ash, for your bigness and for your unapologetic, hilarious, like spontaneous, silly, honest, prayerful, devoted nature, because it gives us all permission to do that. It gives us all permission to lean into our wild woman, our howling at the moon together, our twerking together, I'm gonna just start rapping and see what comes out. Like, life is too precious to plan it all, you know? So I'm just so grateful for this immersion and grateful for the medicine of all of this, and I really pray that more and more people get to experience Ash's leadership and experience their own unlocking of how powerful they are, because we all deserve it, and we all are. Everyone is so deeply, deeply worthy. And I'm so excited and grateful for this land and for this earth and for our future and for it all. So yeah, that's my little download. Thank you for listening. I love you.